Taurus, let's take a closer look at the astrological chart that will determine your financial prospects starting June 14, 2025. The key player here is Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance. Its harmonious aspect to Venus, your ruling planet, creates a powerful energy flow aimed at increasing your material wealth. This is a time when your efforts to enhance your financial stability will be well-deservedly rewarded. However, to take full advantage of these opportunities, you need to understand exactly how this celestial configuration will manifest in your life. This is just one of the factors that determine your financial success. Taurus, greetings to you. As a professional astrologer mentor, I continue to reveal the secrets of your money horoscope for the period from June 14, 2025. And now we're going to talk about the truly massive influence of Jupiter, the planet of great happiness and expansion, being in your sign. This transit is your chance for a financial breakthrough, Taurus. Jupiter in Taurus isn't just good luck, it's a catalyst for opportunity. It's like opening doors you didn't even know existed. It's important to realize that Jupiter doesn't do anything for you. It creates a favorable environment where your efforts to improve your financial situation will be rewarded many times over. What does this mean in practice? First and foremost, this is a time for bold but considered investments. Jupiter favors growth and expansion, so investments made during this period have a high potential to yield significant returns. However, be prudent. Do not succumb to euphoria and analyze all risks carefully. Consulting a financial expert can be very helpful. In addition, Jupiter in Taurus favors expansion of your business or career growth. This is a time when you can make a bold statement, propose new ideas and take responsibility. Your confidence and optimism will attract the right people and opportunities to you. Remember that Jupiter loves generosity. Share your knowledge and experience with others, help those who need your support. This will not only improve your karma, but also attract more luck and prosperity to you. Jupiter's influence on your financial sphere is truly great, but don't forget the power of partnership. How will this manifest in your cash flow? Taurus, let's delve into another crucial aspect of your financial success starting June 14, 2025. We'll now talk about the influence of Venus, your patron planet, on partnerships, and how this can open doors for you to collaborative business and new sources of income. Venus, being under the favorable influence of Jupiter, not only enhances your attractiveness, but also creates the perfect conditions for establishing mutually beneficial connections. Think of the opportunities that come with joining forces with like-minded people. This could be forming a joint venture, partnering in an existing business, or even attracting investors to realize your ideas. The key here is to choose your partners carefully. Pay attention not only to their professional skills, but also to their values, business principles and ability to compromise. Make sure your goals are aligned and that you can trust each other on financial matters. Don't neglect the legal side of things. Be sure to consult with a lawyer and financial advisor before entering into any agreements. Clearly spell out all the terms of cooperation, distribution of profits and responsibilities to avoid possible conflicts in the future. Venus also favors those Taurus who work in the field of services related to beauty, art or entertainment. If you've long dreamed of having your own beauty salon, art studio, or event organization, now is the time to take action. Find partners to complement your skills and help you realize your ambitious plans. Don't forget the importance of proper financial management in a partnership. Develop a clear system of accounting and control, analyze results regularly and make timely decisions. Be open and honest with your partners about financial matters to avoid misunderstandings and maintain trust. The influence of celestial bodies is multifaceted. And how to strengthen the financial flow through other, equally important channels. Taurus, let's delve into an astrological forecast that will help you make the most of the period from June 14, 2025 to strengthen your financial position. As we've already noted, Jupiter's favorable influence on Venus, your ruling planet, opens doors to new opportunities for you. But the astrological picture is much more complex and multifaceted. Now I want to draw your attention to the influence of the Sun, which at this time will be in the sign of Gemini. The Sun in Gemini will activate your ability to communicate, which for you Tauruses can be a real key to increasing your income. This period is ideal for developing your persuasion skills, negotiating and making new business contacts. Think about how you can use your communication strengths to promote your ideas, products or services. Perhaps this is a time to attend conferences, seminars or even launch your own blog or online course. Don't miss out on opportunities to make money through sales. The Sun in Gemini gives you eloquence and the ability to find common ground with a variety of people. Use this to close lucrative deals, attract new clients and expand your client base. Develop your presentation skills, learn how to effectively communicate your thoughts and build trusting relationships. Remember that successful business relationships are not just about money. It's about long-term partnerships, mutual support and shared experience. So don't hesitate to ask your colleagues, partners or even your competitors for advice. Perhaps it is in the process of communication that you will find new, unexpected ways to develop and increase your income. The influence of celestial bodies on your financial sphere is not limited to these aspects. There is another important factor that requires special attention and can significantly affect your decisions during this period. Taurus, as we continue our financial forecast for June 14, 2025, let's delve into another important astrological aspect that will have a direct impact on your financial well-being. We will talk about the influence of Mercury. At this time it will be in the sign of Cancer. Mercury in Cancer sharpens your intuition, especially in matters relating to family and home. This is a great time to listen to your inner voice when making financial decisions. Earning opportunities may open up through a family business. If you've long thought about joining a family business or starting a joint project with relatives, now is a favorable time. In addition, Mercury's placement in Cancer favors real estate investments. Your intuition will help you find favorable options and avoid risks. Analyze the market thoroughly, but don't forget to listen to your feelings, they may suggest promising properties. You should not neglect the management of family finances. Joint budget planning, discussing financial goals with your loved ones, all this will help to strengthen your financial situation and avoid conflicts on financial grounds. Remember that intuition is a powerful tool, but it must be combined with a rational approach. Before making a final decision, consult with experts and conduct a thorough analysis. But that's not all, because there is another planet whose energy can guide you to new achievements. Taurus, let's now turn our attention to the fiery influence of Mars in Aries. This transit, beginning June 14, 2025, will literally energize you and push you into action. Usually, as an Earth sign, you prefer a more measured pace, but now the universe itself demands that you take the initiative. Mars in Aries represents breakthroughs, courage, and a willingness to take responsibility. Use this time to launch new projects you've long dreamed of. Don't be afraid to take a leadership position at work, offer your ideas and stand up for your point of view. Now your self-confidence will increase many times over, and this will help you convince others that you are right. Think about those tasks that you have been putting off due to lack of energy or motivation. Now is the time to get back to them and see them through to completion. Mars gives you the momentum you need to overcome any obstacles. However, be careful and don't forget your natural caution. Do not rush headlong into the maelstrom, but carefully weigh all the risks and opportunities. This period is also favorable for sports and physical activity. Direct excess energy in a useful direction to avoid irritability and conflicts. Active training will help you not only to improve your physical shape, but also to increase your self-confidence, which will have a positive effect on your financial success. The influence of Mars is only part of the big picture. There are other factors that shape your monetary potential for this period. Taurus, let's delve into the astrological influences shaping your financial outlook from mid-June 2025. We will now look at an important factor, the transit of Saturn in the sign of Pisces. This celestial position has a profound effect on your discipline and sense of responsibility, which in turn directly affects your financial decisions. Saturn, as a strict teacher, requires Taurus to take a mature approach to resource management. At a time when Jupiter is opening up new horizons and opportunities for growth, Saturn in Pisces reminds you to carefully weigh risks and avoid impulsive decisions. It emphasizes the importance of long-term planning, creating a financial safety cushion, and diversifying your investments. Right now, Taurus, it's time to develop a clear strategy that will allow you not only to take advantage of favorable opportunities, but also to protect your assets from possible economic fluctuations. Consider consulting with financial experts, explore various investment instruments and create a realistic budget. You should not forget about the area of personal responsibility. Saturn in Pisces may indicate the need to take your obligations more seriously, whether it is repaying loans, paying taxes, or honoring agreements with partners. Adhering to financial rules and agreements will enhance your reputation and open the door to new opportunities. Remember that Saturn's energy is not a restriction, but a stimulus for growth and development. Use this period to strengthen your financial base, build a solid foundation for the future and improve your financial literacy. This is a time when patience and consistency will bear bountiful fruit. However, there is another planet whose influence can make adjustments to your plans and open up entirely new perspectives. Taurus, as we continue our financial horoscope, I want to draw your attention to one of the most powerful and transformational forces in the astrological chart, the influence of Uranus, which is directly in your sign. Uranus is the planet of surprises, innovation, and revolutionary change. Its presence in Taurus, a sign that traditionally values stability and comfort, creates a unique and sometimes explosive cocktail. From June 14, 2025, this transit will be especially felt. Uranus pushes you to go beyond the familiar, to reject outdated patterns of thinking and behavior, especially as it relates to finances. This is a time when creativity and a willingness to change become your main allies on the road to financial success. Don't be afraid to experiment. Uranus encourages unconventional approaches to earning money. Perhaps it's time to learn a new profession, innovate your business, or find a completely unexpected source of income. Consider opportunities related to technology, online platforms, new art forms or creative industries. This transit can also bring a sudden change in career or business. Be prepared for the usual course of events to be disrupted. Don't resist these changes, but try to see them as new opportunities for growth and development. Uranus gives you a chance to gain financial independence and realize your full potential. However, remember that Uranus is an unpredictable planet. It is important to keep common sense and not make impulsive decisions. Carefully analyze all risks and opportunities before making any serious steps. The influence of Uranus is only one aspect of your financial landscape during this period. There is another, equally significant planet whose position can reveal unexpected facets of your potential for enrichment. Taurus, let's take a look at how Neptune in Aries can affect your financial well-being during this period. This planet, associated with inspiration, dreams, and spirituality, opens up opportunities for you to make money through creativity and charity. You may discover hidden talents that you can monetize. Neptune in Aries enhances your intuition, making you more receptive to the signs of the universe. Listen to your inner voice, especially when it comes to financial decisions. Out-of-the-box and creative approaches are often the most profitable. Helping others, selfless acts and participating in charitable projects can unexpectedly bring you financial benefits. This may be due to the expansion of your social circle, the appearance of new partners or clients who share your values. Do not forget about the power of good deeds, because they are known to return 100-fold. However, it's worth remembering that Neptune can also create illusions and mislead. Be cautious of dubious offers and don't let your emotions cloud your judgment when making important financial decisions. Check information thoroughly and consult reliable experts before investing your money. This planet's influence can also manifest in unexpected sources of income related to art, music, or other creative endeavors. It may be time to turn your hobby into a profitable business. Attention to your inner feelings and willingness to help those around you are the keys to financial success for Taurus during this period. But this is just one of the aspects affecting your financial future. There is another, equally important planet whose influence can dramatically change the way you think about money. Greetings, dear Taurus. As your professional astrologer mentor, I continue to reveal the secrets of your money horoscope for the period from June 14, 2025. Today we will talk about the influence of long-lasting, underlying processes, namely the transit of Pluto through the sign of Aquarius. This transit is not just an ordinary astrological event. For you, Taurus, this is a period of fundamental transformation of your financial values and, in general, your attitude toward the material world. Pluto, the planet of power and profound change, in Aquarius, the sign of innovation and collective consciousness, is forcing you to rethink outdated approaches to earning and investing. Familiar strategies that have brought steady income in the past may need to be drastically re-evaluated. You should not cling to the old, even if it seems reliable. On the contrary, now is the time for experimentation, for finding new, non-standard ways to financial well-being. Think about how you can adapt to rapidly changing economic realities. Perhaps you should pay attention to the IT sphere, learn to work with cryptocurrencies or learn new professions related to artificial intelligence. The main thing is to be open to new knowledge and not be afraid to take risks. Pluto in Aquarius also emphasizes the importance of social connections and collective projects. Perhaps you should join forces with like-minded people to realize your financial ambitions. You can accomplish much more together than you can alone. This period can be challenging, but it offers you tremendous opportunities for growth and development. Put aside fears and doubts, believe in your strength and boldly go forward. The transformation you are experiencing now will make you stronger and more confident. But these are not all aspects to consider when planning your financial future. There are other equally important factors that can bring unexpected surprises. Now let's pay close attention to the influence of the lunar nodes, those invisible but powerful points of intersection between the moon's orbit and the ecliptic plane. From June 14, 2025, their position can significantly affect Taurus opportunities for inheritance or totally unexpected income. Imagine the situation: you suddenly receive news of a distant relative who has left you a fortune, or you become the owner of a winning lottery ticket. The astrological picture indicates an increased probability of such events. However, it is extremely important not to give in to euphoria and act judiciously. Receiving a large sum of money is always a test. It is important to remember that sudden wealth, in the absence of competent management, can just as quickly disappear as it appeared. Therefore, my strong recommendation is to refrain from impulsive spending and rash investments. First of all, make a clear financial plan. Prioritize paying off debts, creating an emergency fund, investing in education or business development. Consult a financial advisor to develop a strategy that takes into account your individual circumstances and long-term goals. Remember that skillful management of suddenly received funds is not only an opportunity to preserve and increase capital, but also a way to ensure your financial stability and confidence in the future. So how can you make the most effective use of astrological influences to achieve this goal? Taurus, it's time to get specific. How can you use this astrological potential to not just go with the flow, but to create your own financial reality? Let's break down the key areas of focus. First of all, planning. Jupiter in your sign is a powerful impulse to expand. But without a clear plan, even the strongest impulse risks dissipating. Make a detailed financial plan for the coming year, taking into account all possible scenarios. Prioritize your investments based on your goals and opportunities. Saturn in Pisces demands maturity and responsibility, so don't neglect long-term planning. Diversify your assets to minimize risks. Investments. Now is a favorable time to invest in new projects, especially those related to innovation and technology. Uranus in Taurus encourages you to experiment, but don't blindly rush headlong into the maelstrom. Carefully analyze each project, assess the risks and potential profits. If you are unsure of your abilities, seek professional advice. Skill development. The Sun in Gemini emphasizes the importance of communication skills. The ability to persuade, negotiate and network will be your powerful weapon in the fight for financial well-being. Invest in your education, attend trainings and seminars, expand your horizons. Don't forget about developing your intuition. Mercury in Cancer will sharpen it, allowing you to make more informed financial decisions. Risk management. Mars in Aries energizes you and pushes you to take action, but it's important to remember a sense of proportion. Don't make impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to large sums of money. Carefully weigh the pros and cons before making any move. Remember that Saturn requires responsibility and discipline. And of course, don't forget the influence of Pluto in Aquarius. It transforms your financial values and forces you to rethink your approaches to earning and investing. Be prepared for change and adapt to new economic realities. But, what about the unexpected income that the stars are talking about? How can you properly manage them so that they do not become a burden, but turn into a springboard to financial stability?